Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.3.5 and the Germany campaign. And well, where we left off, we defeated France and we were getting ready to kind of move on the Soviets, but also doing a little bit of convoy warfare, doing a little bit of diplomatic work. And well, there have been some improvements on diplomacy. So Nicaragua is now a part of our glorious alliance, along with Guatemala. Peru has also joined the fold, and we are currently working on getting Uruguay, El Salvador, and Colombia, and Ecuador, and Iraq into the faction. We're not far getting off kind of all of those guys in there, and to be honest with you, even some of the guys in the middle here might end up coming towards us as well. Weirdly, the US is a little bit away from the Allies, which is, I think, quite funny, to be honest with you. I find that very enjoyable that we've done that. Now, we have gotten ourselves ready for the invasion to the Soviet Union, and we have about 2 million men in the field for that enterprise, really split into two major army groups. We have Army Group North, which we will rename now, OB Nord. And we have Army Group South. Now, Army Group South has the majority of our Panzer units. So we can see all of our Panzer forces here. We then have Army Group North, which has got one major Panzer grouping here, as well as some SS divisions here. And then we're going to try and punch through these provinces here, and then up and around in the forest here, into the plains area towards Vertibinsk, but also doing surround at Riga if we can take Irregular and Madona. We want to try and hold down this area in order to effectively block their escape route out with all of the units in the north here. The aim will be to capture the divisions here and destroy them. In the south, similarly, the aim will be to capture the divisions kind of less so in this part of the world because they're actually spread a little bit thin here. But the divisions over here into this part of the world, if we can capture all of them around Lvov, that would be brilliant. So yes, that will be the general game plan. Now, we're about to kick this off. We've got a relatively large air force as well. So if we look at the third or the first fleet, we've got all of these units. And if we look at the third, we've got all of these units as well. So we've got a relatively large air force. And let's put time forwards on speed 3. Now, we are sinking an absolute shed ton of convoys. I just want to make note of that. So we've sunk 17 in Bridlington Bay, 7, 5, 3, 11, 2. So, like, yeah, these are really quite ridiculously large amounts of convoy losses. And that's just in this part of the world. If we also include all the ones over here, that really is quite something, to be honest with you. That is very good going. So, yeah, overall, doing really well. Now, the only other thing I want to draw attention to is we still control the Middle East, and we're going to be using Turkey as a jumping off point. We're going to strike up towards Baki, and I believe, yeah, they're at war already. We're going to want the Turks to get involved because we're going to try and push through up towards Astrakhan and Rostov-on-Don from the south. So we're going to try and meet up with our bridgeheads kind of from here down here out of the Middle East. That will be the plan, but we'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, let's put time forwards. Now, when the war starts, it's going to take a couple of days for the negative modifiers to hit the Soviets. So we're not going to attack them kind of immediately. We are going to give it a couple of days and maybe even let them attack us to wear themselves down. That would be really good. And when it gets to midnight, so forward air control, the last pre-war tech, 42. Let's get transport ship hull. And supplies for money from Venezuela. We won't do that for now, but we'll do Operation Barbarossa. Now we can get some different units going. So we will allow this. We will do Barbarossa, and we will thank you to Slovakia. Now let's have a little look at the Slovakian units. So Cap loss. I'm not sure you're the best commander. Let's give von Hubernecki that one. And you're an old guard, but let's see if we can improve upon you. It's a fascist militia, so let's give it an SS commander. And then let's get it, yeah, towards the front over here. Then next up, what we're going to do is we're going to start softening up our enemies with air superiority. These guys are going to do air intercept. And we're going to start a ground attack mission all along the front here. Okay, good. And I think, yeah, we will use ground attack there as well. And yeah, let's do more air intercept missions. Let's do a little bit of air superiority with Mr. Hartman here. And then yes, we've got our beautiful little bomber groups to do the work there. Okay, let's provide a little bit of support. We really want to get these air intercept missions up and running to defend our front. And yeah, we've got air superiority that we can do in this part of the world. Now, we want to kind of start softening up, I think, these two provinces. Superiority in this part of the world. And oh, the air intercept missions down here are not good. Need to upgrade those units as soon as possible. I didn't think about upgrading those Italian fighters. That was a mistake on my part. And yeah, let's do more air superiority there. The aim will be to get complete air superiority locally in all the areas that we need it. Did we get attacked by anyone? It doesn't appear like it. And our softening missions are going quite well. Let's take off these here. So we've already caused some losses here. And we'll do a trade with Iraq. We'll do a trade with Vichy France for energy. Okay, let the grand softening begin. Now we get the Carpathian Army Group. Thank you, Hungary. And in fact, we can attach von Hubernecki in. Now, any decent commanders that we need to think about? So, I mean, you, we could do with replacing you as someone probably a little bit better. Not that I have a problem with the Hungarian commanders, but I want guys that are going to do kind of better on logistics in higher levels. Yeah, that'll do. And yeah, let's take you into position over here. Okay, so we are 1 day down. The air offensive is kicking into gear. And they are attempting an attack. So we do have a unit that we can chuck in. And yeah, we do want to attach them to Osterreckler. Okay, so we're at 2.3. So it'll be interesting. I want to see what their organization. So yeah, the organization decrease hasn't kicked in yet. And we should be able to easily handle that. So we are being attacked here. But we should have planes to fight that back. Okay, so let's attack here with you. Let's start getting a few of these underway. We've got For the Motherland. So we've won the battle at that province. And I imagine that if we now attempt, let's move some of those units north, but then let's take the majority of our forces and immediately attack next door. I'm not going to attack with the infantry. We just want the infantry to kind of hold off for a minute. Hopefully the softening up with our air forces has done its job. And we're not going to attack with our kind of additional elements. We're gonna hold off for a second. There we go. I've just seen their leadership debuff kick into gear. So that's good. Let's let them keep trying that. Then what I want to try and do is move some units across. We're going to try and support attack there. Then I think we're going to kick into gear some units like this and start a little surround. Yep, so the job of letting them attack us first. That's definitely softened up our enemy. So I think I see a nice little victory here. That's good. And then we've got access to Army Group Romania. So we're also going to attach in Brief, not into the 4th Army Group, into the Army Group Romania. Then we're going to attach them into the Des Heres. So that's a sizable amount of troops. Alright, let's give a decent commander across the board. For anyone that's missing. And ideally we want people that are good with supply. We will put Mendel in, even though he's an airborne commander. So now we're happy just to kind of accept whoever's available. There's a lot of people that need commanders in this group, that's for sure. Romania had units, but apparently no commanders to lead them. Okay, fortress brigades. Yeah. I'll do. Lovely. So what we're going to do is those infantry are going to head north. These guys are going to head north. And these fine gentlemen are going to move their little tushies the hell north as well. We're going to try and break through here. Or should we try and break through north of there? To seal the gap a bit quicker. No, let's try and break the gap where we kind of need to. got an easy breakthrough there. Let's get into hot... You know what? Let's do that. Let's try and break through a little bit more quickly. And yeah, let's get some of these units in over here. Okay, and well, the defensive is doing us good. Now, the next thing to be will be to try to break down our defenses over there. So we're going to now attempt to do a ground attack mission here at these units. Yes, we've won the battle of Tilsit, which means we can now launch these units into combat. And that's actually a relatively strong unit, must be said. So, we haven't really moved very far yet, but that doesn't matter. And we lost... we lost our long-range raiders. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. And how about down here? We're punching through, which is good. Now, I want to actually kind of resend some units this way, and what I do want to do is get Turkey into the war nice and early. So they're going to help us attack the Soviet Union. I serve the Soviet Union. And yeah, let's try, if we can. And it'd be great to push in over here. So we are beating that back in that part of the world. We've got a little bit of a little annoyance over here to deal with. But let's take these units and kind of move them around. And we can move them up. And then these guys, we're going to immediately attack. I don't want to divert our forces. I don't really want to go beyond the river. Let's go south of the river. And we did get a little counterattack happening there. But our own units should be able to move quite quickly. Yep, 26 into there, so that's good. Okay, and then, yes, they've moved into Hotin. Now, Hotin, this doesn't have any fortresses or anything. So, the key thing for us is going to be, can we take... So, if we take our units with the most... Yep, so you... Who are the better units? Probably these mountain units are probably quite good. We get them to attack first, and then if we get the cavalry to follow up, and then if the infantry then attacks, we'll leave 3 infantry behind to act as a placeholder, and then, yep, everyone else will move on up. Okay, and this looks like victory. Now, kind of feels like we might have taken the Red Air Force out of the sky. So, there's marsh here, so we want to go around the marshlands. Martini and von Stemp is going to go that way. And we're going to have these guys support attack here. We're all going to go into this battle here. We're going to try and protect the flank. Ostroleka, we've had... Oh, okay. We've had a crack over there. That's a shame. I wonder what's caused that, because they should... Ah... Well, there's always something. I forgot to do a very important tech. Oh well, that's not the end of the world. We will make it work. Right, so next up, so you guys have got enough to crack through there. We're going to take these units and immediately attack there. And then we're going to take all of our HQs and the like. And we're going to move them forwards one. And then what would be really good would be an air landing once we get over the river. So once we're over here, and we've broken into terrain that, whilst not being favourable, is terrain where we can link up hopefully quite easily over here, then hopefully that will seal off this whole area. So we're being attacked at Krasny. We're waiting for Ziegler. And we're being counterattacked here, but yeah, we've already won that. Which means we can immediately move forwards. And we've got planes and things here in this direction. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our fast tank units and move that way. All of our infantry is going to move like that, apart from these couple of motorized divisions that are going to carry on their move that way, but they're going to move around the flank there. And then these guys are all moving forwards. Yarmenko with the 5th Tank Corps. It's looking a little bit light. No commander in that unit, which is pretty funny. Now, I don't suppose there's any air support that we can call on there. There is. There's like this weird hodgepodge. Let's move them over here. But in the meantime, let's take these guys and let's have them help attack. Yes, that's the limit of their range. Let's have them help attack over there. And yes, Mr. Lur. Yeah, take them out, please. Right, so we can leave behind you and then move up a couple of our motorized units. They're at least halfway quick. And yeah, we don't want to escape to be a viable option. Yeah, so we're doing a nice little surround move there. Let's try and do a little support attack over there. And we've won the battle at Mariupol, which means we can move up some additional forces. So you two are relatively slow. Let's take the 1st Panzer, this division unit. Let's move them up and then leave them behind. And let's take the SS and the motorized and move them on up through. Yeah, we've got an extra Jaeger unit that we can hold behind. And then we're going to move all of these guys up as well. We've got clear land in front of us. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to take the whole rotten lot out. Right, so let's take one motor, or take, yeah, those infantry units and move them north. Let's take the Panzer group units and go that way. And then all of these fine individuals can head that way, apart from you, who is going that way. Yeah, let's go. Yep, so we're nicely protecting the flanks. We're cracking this panzer unit over here with a little bit of ground attack. Right, assault concentration at 1939, that's good with me. And we've got yet another Jaeger division. I think we're going to put them... Let's give them down here. They look like they could do some extra units around here. Yeah, we've got some more panzers due out as well. Another 3 panzer divisions, so... in fact, we've got these mechanized ones that'll be due out as well soon. So still no Vichy France. Okay, that is very good going. Can move them into position. This has been a tough battle over here. Hard fought. We're getting ourselves over the river. Who is our quickest unit over here? Shal's at 8.37. It does look like Mr. Shal here is going to win that award. Although the attack on Mariupol is not good. Though it's immediately going to get broken. Move those guys on up. Let's see a nice little victory coming here. They try to attack again. And the Battle of Varley. Okay, that's not one I'm familiar with. But that's fine. So they're heading south like that. We're tidying up that part of the world. We're moving up with these units here. Let's keep them going. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But we might even outrun them because we're going to get there on the second. So that's pretty good going. Can you piss off, please? We've got an opportunity here to get a whole bunch of units captured. Let's try and move like that. Okay. Yeah, where are you attacking? Right, so let's take all of the panzers and head there. Let's take the infantry and head south. So, I mean, one break, it's not the end of the world. And I can see there's a little bit of a counterattack happening. It's not a major one, but it's happening. Now, what we now want to do is we want to load up some of our units. And we want to take these individuals over to here. And we want to take these individuals over to there. Let's close the noose, so to speak. Okay, so the Italian Special Forces, Freikorps Denmark, a new battle commander, the future of the Soviet state. Okay, and we are out of that. We'll go for moderate terms. We'll pick kind of moderate along all of these. Because we're less worried about kind of wrecking them completely. And yeah, I think all of them can move on up. Now they're being delayed by a single NKVD division. Okay, and there's the neck of the noose. So if we can hold off kind of their immediate assault, that will be of a massive help. Let's keep the momentum going towards Kiev, and oh, they actually did a better job of holding there than I thought they would against our panzers. But oh well, Schloff is a relatively solid commander. Let's see if we can't break through there. And we need to give the Turks a few victory provinces to aim for. So, Turkey, I'd like you to take Baki and Krasnodar. And we can give ourselves a farther away objective of Astrakhan. Okay, and let's try and break through over here. So, and yeah, we want stronger units. And we did get, didn't we, a few, yeah. So we've got the an Italian air kind of wing. Okay, another light bomber wing. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Let's move them down to here, because then they can reorganize with those units. So Ritter von Lieb will stick here. And yeah, the Swedes, I'm not going to worry about the Swedes at the moment. That's not a combat unit. So now Giovanni Mezze though, that is a combat unit, so we will move them on up. So if we take Mr. Mezze, and if we attach him to the Army Carpathian, there we go. So our all of our auxiliary forces are subordinated into the Romanian order of battle. So we're at 2.8 million still, which is good. So yeah, the Lur Brigade's a little bit slower than the other stuff, so that'll be the one that we leave behind. Okay. Let's take you up, and we'll leave behind the Lur Brigade at the base. Looks like victory to me, and we're actually going to take these guys in a slightly different direction. The fast units we're going to move out like so, But we're going to try, if we can, to kind of hold some of the other units. Like this. And we'll leave behind... Yeah, we'll leave behind those units to hold the kind of gap in the line. And then, yeah, we're relying on Charles to move quite quickly around the front. Okay, yep, so we've cleaned up that area. So terrain-wise, yeah, we are moving south of the marshes and our tanks and things are starting to move around. We're starting to put the squeeze over here and over here, so if we can, we could think about trying to kind of cut them off in this direction as well, now that we're around the marshes, but we won't worry too much about that. We'll just kind of make our move slowly but surely. We don't want to do too much at once. Just caught another unit there. It'd be great if they would stop attacking us there. We kind of want to surround all of these units. You know, there's a fair amount of units in this part of the world. Okay, and I'm not that interested in the marshland. But I am interested in how quickly our units can move. Now, if we can... I mean, there's an opportunity here to kind of do the entire southern flank by July 4th. That would be quite something. And it's good that we're not getting too bogged down in the major cities. Shao, come on. Why is Shao being counterattacked? Who's counterattacking us? Okay, Mel's, yeah, sure. And they're coming to the Axis. They're very close now. As are Colombia. In fact, we could do with lowering neutrality again across the board. Yep, so Colombia. No. That's okay. We've only got one, but that's not the end of the world. Let's take those units on up. Our advance is outpacing the rate of enemy resupply. Right, Division Azul. That's actually a pretty strong unit. Yeah, I'm a lot less bothered about kind of anything along those lines, but I am bothered about trying to cut the kind of head off the snake here. Yep, so moving on through quite nicely. So the attack there, still going through, but it's slow going. Okay. How's our supply situation looking? So we're running out a little bit on fuel, but we've still got 7 days worth of fuel, so that's fine. And we've still got a lot of production queue. So we've got forest and then marsh. Yeah, let's take you all down because we're going to want you to go that way. And then, yeah, you're already heading the right direction. We don't really care about kind of combat in that part of the world because these guys are going to be kind of coming along in that direction. The key thing will be the infantry over here and getting a victory. And then counteracting it. See more infantry attempting an attack, but not getting anywhere. Okay, perfect. Let's leave the Greater Deutschland behind, and then we'll use von Thoma to do his job. So, can we push? Can we push through? Yeah, it looks like Hansen can. We're going to take 3 units that way, and then we're going to take 3 units that way. That's going to be the key. Because then if... yeah, 15 hours, that is not long at all. Makarov. Yeah, let's get to this part of the world. So we've caught a fair amount of units in a pretty bad place. Let's try and break through into that part of the world. We're trying to avoid the marshland over here. We're trying to get units bogged down in it, if anything. Okay, that's not too bad. And then we've got von Thoma to help seal the gap, along with a couple of guys to hold this river position here. And yeah, I don't want to export aluminium. Got another Jaeger division, which I think I'm going to place here. Let's try and hold up the lines as much as we can. So I don't know if they've got any reinforcements or anything that they're trying to take out from elsewhere. so we've got one large encirclement here. We're being counterattacked by quite a few units. How many units are in there? 10 divisions that are combat capable. Then we're working on a second encirclement over here, which will get another few more divisions. And then we're working on pushing out with some infantry upwards to try and get another one done, which would be quite something. In fact, what we're actually going to do is we're going to move some of our panzers and things along here, because we don't need them all to go that way. Yeah, let's try and compress the heat map, so to speak, over here. Okay. Now, if we can close this off with these units, do I need to keep as many here, or could we? This would be bold. What's our quickest divisions? So you're 6.84, 6.80, 5.5. Okay, 5.5. Okay, let's leave the 5.5 motorized units. And then let's take you, fine gentlemen. And let's have a little look at the terrain. So yeah, we know that Lunek is kind of the kind of end goal, along with, like, so this area here, if we can close this down, we can cut off an escape route. Let's take that. Okay, so we've already closed off the one in the south. So yeah, there's one here in the north, where if we ignore these units, yeah, let's try and go through and towards Sandhorsk. Or do we even need to actually? We kind of just need to cut down through here. If we can do that, then we complete a second larger encirclement. Right, let's drop a quick save, because I feel like things are going relatively well. Right, so there are some reinforcements which are on the way. Let's try and give them a little bit of support. So closing up a couple of encirclements would be a ruddy good job. Okay, so divisions wise, there's another 9 there. We've got a victory in Lvov. We're going to take all of these units that are a little bit battered, and we're going to send them that way, and we're going to take all of these ones that are still mostly combat effective, and we're going to go that way. So now, Mr. 7th Panzer under Ringal, we're going to get there at 10 o'clock. Payment there. We've won the battle at Mariupol. (16th and 12th). So we'll take 16th that way. And then, yeah, both of those divisions can help combat that there. We've got a support attack order there if we need it. Let's break out So the aim will be to try and cut through here to surround all of Army Group South in one big pincer movement. And then all of our infantry there can go there. Okay, that's pretty good going. We like that. Okay, and I think I see another breakout opportunity, or another opportunity to take a load of units out there. So these guys, 17 divisions, plus 3. I mean, so we just count HQs, we've got 13 there. A further 13, 14, 15 there. And 7, so 35 divisions in this area. And that would be supported hopefully by the strength map mode. Yeah, that says there's a lot of strength there, that's for sure. Yeah, and that's it. Help break through there, please, if you'd be so kind. And then what I would like to do is, yeah, that is right at the extreme end of our range. But we can make it. Do an air superiority mission, and you guys do a ground attack mission. Let's bomb it. Help finish the job. Get the encirclement complete. Oh no, you two. You're meant to stay there and help block any chance of escape. So from a starting point position, we've expanded quite quickly, and we are getting a little minor counterattack happening down here, but nothing major. Okay, so let's take all 4 of them. And then let's take the 3 of you and start moving up the coastline here. Okay, there's a minor little problem down there, but nothing major. And surely they are so damn close. Uruguay there, Colombia there. So they need to be at less than 15. They're at 62. Ecuador's at 78, so still a way off. What about Uruguay? You guys should be right on it. Yeah, you are. And we're taking a little bit off just to do a little bit more on officers. Don't mind keeping partisan work going. Okay, and we've only got half of our requirement now on that front. We are lacking a little bit in the old fuel stakes. Third Panzer under Ofo. Yeah, you stay there behind. Let's get these infantry moving on up. Yeah, that's good going. Okay. We've found large amounts of gaps in the enemy line, like This is a huge amount of gappage that's going on here. And they're attempting a breakout. So let's take you, 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 and you. That looks positive. That looks like what we want to see. So I don't know how many units we've caught in here, but I'm going to say it's a fair amount. Okay, let's take these infantry and help get them involved there. Do a support attack with that Panzer unit just to lend a helping hand. Yep, so we've kept that all locked down. What I want to try and do, as I say, is go around Minsk. And try, if I can, to create another huge pocket. So we'll have 3 kind of major pockets that have developed. We should have enough units to make this work. Right, yeah, let's leave a few of those behind to go over there. Okay. And a lot of our infantry are finishing up their work now in this part of the world. How goes it? I don't see any breaks around here. That's good. Right, to reinforce this area, let's start sending up Martelatoya. Oh, okay. So you thought you'd be clever, did you, and try and break out? Well, good luck with that. We'll see how it goes for you. The answer is it will not go well. Yeah, that's fine. Malin, is that anywhere important? No. But there is a bit of an annoying little kind of gap here. Right, let's take all of these units. So you're actually a pretty decent combat infantry division. And we've got you that we'd also want to bring back into this theatre. You that we'd want down there. You're an infantry unit, so you're bound for that area. And you're over here as well, so yeah, none of those are the end of the world. Right, come on. Okay, so they have got a fairly decent motorized unit there. That explains a lot. Going to keep the SS units at the base. because they should be relatively well versed in kind of holding things down. Okay, so I want to, if I can, take both of my units like so. We want to move on to Lucy. And I see an opportunity. Because over here is plains. Which means there's a very good chance that we can make a very nice move. What we're going to do is we're going to route our tank units over into this part of the world. To help plug this rather unfortunate gap that we have formed. And I don't really want to be using these guys in marshland, but it is what it is. Okay, yeah, being counterattacked there, but we're holding it. So it will be interesting to see, once all of their units are mostly surrounded, what the Soviet AI pattern does. Because they might just shit the bed. Which would be quite funny. I think I'm actually going to send that unit northwards. Because we've got a bit of a plan over there. And still no Iraq. What a mighty shame. And I don't need to do the Occupy event at the moment. Let's hold things a little bit in place. And yeah, let's close the gap. Come over here, because we'll have got ourselves another few more units if we do that. And would you guys hurry up and kick the bucket, please? So you can slow down to there. You guys haven't got many provinces left before you've completed this second phase. So we'll have encircled pretty much everyone. Every single Western Front unit that started the war will pretty much either have been destroyed or encircled. Which would be quite the result. We would be very happy with that. And it really doesn't matter how many units they throw at individual panzers, they're not going to get anywhere. Let's provide a little bit of support there. is the last one, really. Where the fuck is Lomza? Fucking hell. Wait, what is going on there? Okay, so yeah. So some breaks down there are fine. But like, yeah, we don't want individual units to be kicking it. That is not the plan, Stan. Yeah, we really should have made a real conscious effort to be a little bit better with our division makeup, but oh well. You can only learn from your mistakes. So we are consolidating this now. So if I had to guess, we've got another 12 there, another 4, 7, 8, so another 20, plus the 35 we knew there, 55 divisions in that part of the world taken out. And then we've got another 6 there, 7, 8, 9, 12, 16, so another 17 or so in that part of the world. That is not bad at all. That is very, very good news, actually. Okay, so now if we could take Baku. So Baki has a plutonium refinery, which, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, seems like a very worthwhile capture in the early part of this war. Turks are doing quite well, moving in as well. Another Jaeger division. Let's help fill the gap. Now we could move in these divisions here. They're not worth much in fighting quality, but they are somewhat effective at a couple of different things. We are holding back our units over there. We're kind of giving them the illusion that they're going to be able to move into our territory, when in reality we're actually encircling them again. So we're just adding to the numbers of encirclements. Okay, and I think I'm going to call it an episode there. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3. Thanks again. Bye-bye.